Hello YouTube, this is Michael B. the Game Genie. This is a video response to my good friend Mr. Dude 206 Open Tag video, Perma Rotation. So guys, what does perma rotation mean? Realistically, I think what Mr. Dude is trying to say here is the 4 games that we have constantly in a rotation that we're constantly going back and always playing. Or pick up and play games, I don't know what you want to call it, but the 4 games that you constantly go back to and always pop into your systems and play. I found this extremely hard to answer because there's so many games I play on a regular basis. There's not really any games that I nail down and actually play regularly. I mean, working on YouTube, doing different things, you always want to try new games. A lot of what you play is dictated by what you're doing. Like if you decide you're going to do a review of a game, you're playing that game predominantly for a good period of time while writing the review and recording the video for it. Or if you're just picking up new games, predominantly you'll play the new games you're picking up for your pickup videos just so you have an idea of what you got. However, going back to the purest sense of just being a gamer and playing games just for fun, these are 4 games that I'm constantly drawn back to, specifically from the last 2 years of really heavily playing my retro systems again. The first of which I actually spoiled in the comments to his video, and it's one of the games he selected as well, and that is Mega Man 2 on the NES. This, in my opinion, is probably the best game on the NES. I love it, and it's my favorite in the Mega Man series, obviously. But I really enjoyed it. I love the music, I love the characters, I love the power-ups, the abilities, I love the storyline. Incredible game, one of my absolute favorites, and I can always go back and play Mega Man 2. Well, anyways, burn through the first 8 robot bosses anyways. Next up is a game that actually kind of surprises me as well. You see, growing up, I did not enjoy shoot-'em-ups because I was terrible at shoot-'em-ups. I just couldn't play them. I'd rent a shoot-'em-up like R-Type or something like that, plug it in, and be very excited to play it because it looked like such a cool game. But then the minute I started playing it, with the one-hit death, I'd die in the first 3 minutes, and I'd be like, this game's stupid, I don't want to play this. So of course, I didn't play it. And I always stayed away from shoot-'em-ups. That was until just last year, when I finally got my TurboGrafx 16. I think the 4th or 5th game I picked up for it was a shoot-'em-up that everybody was talking about. Blazing Lasers. I cannot tell you how great this game is. It's colorful, it's got great music, and you know what? Really enjoyable to play. And this is my first foray into my love affair now with shoot-'em-ups. I learned all about the power-ups, what you could do, and it just made me absolutely fall in love with the genre. Blazing Lasers is arguably one of the best games on the TurboGrafx 16, if not a reason just to go pick one up yourself. Don't worry, there's some Sega love in here. And believe it or not, it's actually not for the Sega Genesis. It's for one of the most maligned systems in the history of gaming, and that is the Sega CD. But this game, arguably, is one of the best games on the Sega CD, and may in fact be the best game in the series, and that is Sonic CD on the Sega CD. Wow, what an incredible game. Sonic CD does everything well that Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 did, and then it improves it by having much better graphics, a way better soundtrack, and overall, I actually prefer the gameplay a whole lot better. Sonic CD. And the number one game that's in my permanent rotation is actually probably my favorite game of all time, and one of the biggest reasons that I play video games still to this day, and that is Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I've said it once, I've said it before, Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past is my favorite game of all time. I absolutely love it. I can't tell you how much I enjoy this game. This did everything that the original Legend of Zelda did, but perfected it in my opinion. And all the fanboys that are going to say, oh, Ocarina of Time is the best, or Skyward Sword's the best. Yeah, you know what, you're completely entitled to your opinion. But for me, this is Zelda in its truest form, and probably the best release ever. Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past is my number one game on my permanent rotation. So guys, those are the games that I constantly come back and I constantly play. If I throw on my Super Nintendo, this is the first one I think of. If I throw on my TurboGrafx-16, it's Blazing Lasers. If I throw on my NES, I'm constantly popping in Mega Man 2. And, of course, with my Sega CD, it's Sonic CD. Although sometimes Sewer Shark sneaks in there too. So many more games I could talk about. Like, I mean, the Castlevania series. I could put them in at any time, but we'd be here all day. So anyways, I'm just going to leave it at that. Anyways, this is Michael B. the Game Genie. You guys should definitely check out Mr. Dude 206's original video. That'll be down in the links below. And maybe you want to do a response to him as well. Anyways, it's Michael B. the Game Genie. I'll talk to you next time. Coffee time, just like Weekend Game Guy. I love coffee.